Damn, I think in honor of the king, I think we gotta go purple. Yeah, I think we gotta go purple. Holy fucking moly.
Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.
If you've been paying attention to the recent Jujutsu Kaisen chapter, you'll maybe have noticed that a certain white-haired, blue-eyes, throwing, hollow purple wielding, and infinity-covering white-haired prince sort of kind of maybe returned in this recent chapter. Well, here we fucking are. All those who theorized, who fucking went absolute apeshit over the return of Gojo Satoru, we are here now. And as it stands, Gojo has apparently returned, but how? Why? Fucking when? So many fucking questions, and I don't have any single answers for you, so you may as well just click off this video right now and just dislike, unsubscribe. I'm kidding, don't do that. I actually really need the subscribers. We're trying to actually hit 30k before the month ends, so if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be fucking much appreciated. But what I do have for you is some theories right here. I actually have 5 theories on why Gojo's possible return could be legitimate. Theory number 1. Cursed Corpse Gojo. Cursed corpses in this series have been in the background of the series for a long fucking time right now, and recently on a little reread I came across some information from a certain Gaku Ganji, who is now, by the way, currently aware of the Cursed Corpse secrets after killing Masamichi. Turns out Gaku Ganji was looking for a drummer. A drummer? Who the fuck cares? Why a drummer? But there is only one person that we know in the series who is a drummer, and that is Panda. Yep. Now, bear with me, because it's very wild. It's crackpotty, I get it, but that's what you come here for. You hear from me, dude with a funny accent, crackpot theories, I know why you're here. But turns out Panda was present when Gojo and Gaku Ganji were speaking in secrecy, seemingly. The Chaos Corps storyline, yeah, it's been yet to be wrapped up, but going off how Todo has kept his plans secret from Yuji, Gojo may very well have done the same thing with Gaku Ganji in the event of his death. We even saw Gojo doing something similar with Yuta. He met up with Yuta in secrecy to basically inform him, say, listen, something bad's coming on, I need you to take care of the students if anything happens to me. But in the event of Gojo's death, we could simply just TP him out of there back to Jujutsu Kaisen headquarters and transplant his soul into a Case Corpse with the knowledge that is now established from Gaku Ganji and Panda. I know it's a very, very wild theory, but I've been cooking that one up for a little minute right now. Out of all the big storylines right now, it is a storyline that GEGE hinted at, told us about, and didn't quite wrap up because, I don't know, something about Case Corpses and special grades just seems a little bit too crazy for me. Number 2, Sukuna's actually just schizophrenic. Yeah, seeing people before you die in Jujutsu Kaisen is something that we've seen before. Nanami saw Haibara, Gojo saw all of his friends, even Toji. Toji was there in the airport, which is kind of funny. Jogo saw the disaster cases, and Kashimo saw Sukuna because glazing. He loves Sukuna, apparently. Anyway, now, Sukuna, at this point, he's fought the absolute strongest this generation has to offer, and they have gave him things that he's never experienced before. Yuji has given him annoyance that someone weaker than him could rival him. Maki gave him something to prove himself on for the first time ever. She gave him a role to prove himself that he was a true Jujutsu sorcerer over a heavily restricted body, which is insane. And Gojo gave this man the fight of his fucking life. So far, Sukuna, like, he chose to just never ever forget Gojo for as long as he fucking lives. So, that all being said, Sukuna very well could be dying here after the beating that Yuji and Todo, they just beat the living fucking brakes off him. However, with this theory, I am not entirely convinced. It's plausible, if I'm honest. While he is beating the fuck up right now, I don't think he's anywhere near death at this current time, because according to these specific translations, he has cursed energy still similar to Yuta Okotsu, which is still a fuckload of cursed energy, and especially when it's Sukuna wielding it, he can do a lot with that. Number 3, it's actually not Gojo. Now, this theory, I'm gonna rehash because I've talked about it many times. If you've been around here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And also, by the way, if you made it this far, like and subscribe. We're closing on 30k. Help a brother out again. Anyway, but if it's not Gojo, what if it's actually Yuta? You see, Yuta is the man who is second only to Gojo. He's the man who's only ever been mistaken for Gojo, and he himself is also a distant relative of Gojo. And what I mean here is it's entirely possible Yuta is now wielding Gojo's 6 eyes. And how is that possible? Well, the copy technique is one option. We know Yuta can not only copy techniques, but also the genetic traits of those techniques. Just like the Chaos Speech Markings, those are a genetic trait of Inumaki's clan, of that clan. But on top of this, so far as you're aware, Yuta is the only other relative, distant albeit, but he's the only only other relative of Gojo that we've seen so far within the series, so it is entirely possible that those eyes, after Gojo's death, have been either transplanted or they awoken in Yuta after Gojo's death. Listen, it's possible. Yuta theories, they do go a little bit fucking crazy, to be honest with you. It is pretty insane. Number 4, it's still not fucking Gojo. Now, this one is the most unlikely, if you ask me. I'm just spitballing on this one because right now the story's complete and utter just... It could go anywhere. It could go anywhere. No one... I don't think anyone predicted Gojo coming back in 260. I think the most predictions that everyone had was for Nobara coming back, which is insane. Now, if you ask me, this theory is very wild. So, it could be the fact that it is neither Gojo nor Yuta, and instead it could actually be someone else from the Gojo clan. Maybe another member, perhaps a brother or sister or something. I don't know. Who fucking knows? But we've yet to see, as I mentioned, anyone else from Gojo's clan. And as we know, the Six Eyes constantly just moves from person to person after the deaths, I guess. But we don't know how long it takes to awake. It could be that it does just pop up, or it takes someone else to be born for that to happen. I'm not entirely sure. Number 5. It's really not Gojo, and I mean this is the worst possible ending. Now, this one hurts me to say it out loud, but I've been saying for a very long time, Kenjaku's not dead. I refuse to believe this man didn't have some sort of backup. I refuse to believe this man didn't have some sort of backup plan here. Sure, he got caught with his pants down here. Also, I want to confirm that this chapter apparently confirms that it was actually Todo who helped Yuta kill Kenjaku, so I owe you guys a public apology. Listen, I'm a man of my word. Turns out Todo actually helped Yuta kill Kenjaku here, which is kind of wild. But anyway, this man had his head chopped off and stabbed multiple times and was still yapping away. And he was even able to send Tengen over to Sukuna so Sukuna could complete the ritual to fulfill the merger, basically. Now what if Kenjaku preemptively left a part of his soul somewhere else to awaken just like Sukuna in case the main body died? Now, what if that other part of him was to awaken in a vessel, perchance, and attack Jujutsu High when everybody was injured? Now, you might be saying it's crazy, but Kenjaku was the person who taught Kenjaku was the person who taught Sukuna how to turn himself into a cursed object, which is fucking wild if you ask me. But I also think a perfect time for him to attack Jujutsu High and get a hold of Gojo's body would be right after Yuta had left him and Yuji had gotten into their fight with Sukuna, leaving Jujutsu High pretty undefended for Kenjaku to sneak in and steal Gojo's body, because as far as we're aware, everyone at this point is all out on the battlefield. Mei's out on the battlefield, Kusakabe's there, Yuta's there, Maki's there, she's just laying in wait right now. Todo was more than likely with Yuta and has left that scene to go with Yuta. Because why the fuck would he need to stay there? Why would he not just go to the battlefield and just lie in wait? The perfect victory for a man who's had a multiple century beef with the Six Eyes users would be to eventually end up stealing the Six Eyes for himself. So all I'm saying is GEGE has taken us into some truly fucking uncharted waters here, and honestly, it's a very scary, uncertain time. But anyway, what did you think of this Gojo quote-unquote return? Are y'all fucking with it? We are not on a break next week. Do you guys think that this is bad for the story? Because me personally, I've said this multiple times on streams and in videos, I would like him to stay dead. I'm going to be honest with you. I would like him to stay dead. But I've also said I could see an occurrence where this happened, because as the story was progressing, Sukuna just seemed to look more and more unbeatable. And the only man that I think could have done it was either an awakened Yuta or a Gojo revival. Or again, Yuji just all of a sudden pops a fucking domain. That's just crazy. But that doesn't seem to be happening. So Sukuna is just too fucking damn strong. And we still potentially have that merger to worry about, which I'm absolutely convinced is going to happen. This time, Gojo, by the time that Gojo was out of the picture here, Yuji was able to shine, and all of the students were actually able to shine while Gojo was out of the picture. And that was my main concern, because I've always said Gojo was basically a narrative roadblock while Superman exists. Why the fuck do you need the rest of the Justice League to handle this fucking universal threat, essentially? So honestly, I am kind of satisfied with this. I'm not going to lie. The fact that every other character so far has had their time to shine against Sukuna and sharpen their skills and show what they can do, especially Yuji. Most impressively Yuji, and Yuta, by the way, and Yuta. I'm most happy with those two getting their moments to shine. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more of my content, go check out these videos right here. I'm super proud of those videos, and I could use you guys' juice and help on those ones. But as always, I will catch you guys all in the next one. Go fucking tell someone you love them. Go drink some fucking water, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Much fucking love. Big fucking kisses. Peace.